So, I think I just mentioned that I got the mini boss token from the Moz Mini, and that was the last token that we needed to complete an Omni Tomb. So now seems like a great time to explain a little bit about what the Omni Tombs are. The Tome of Heroism, or Omni Tomb, is a book that you need to fill with all of the tokens in order to summon the Omni boss, which is kind of like the last boss will save the game. It's not really, because there's definitely things that are harder than it, but the Omni boss is important because chain links for filling your chains, which I forgot to add another link in, um, come from certain sources. One source is when you complete this Tome of Heroism, 5 links will drop. In addition, when you summon the Omni boss, depending how many people grow it, I think it's for every 500,000 of damage or health it has, it can drop a link. So for every 500,000 damage done to the boss, a chain link will drop. So often for people guilds that are in need of chain links, and not just, I don't know, rolling in the cache, I guess, or something, you'll want to grow the boss as much as possible to get as many chain links from it as possible. Some things to note about tokens: main bosses have a 100% chance to drop a token, mini bosses have a 50% chance to drop a token. And so occasionally we've had really shitty luck and gone, for example, like I think like 5 Pulma minis in a row with no token, and that sucks when it happens. And other times you can go 5 minis in a row and get those tokens. It's wonderful when it does. But just something to be aware of. So anyways, I have a Tome of Heroism here. It's brand new, hasn't been started. And you can see that there's 2 buttons here. There's Add Token of Heroism and Increase Loot Bonus. For now, we're going to add tokens of heroism to see how that works. One more. Oh, nice. So we got a silver link, a gold link, and 3 bronze links. There's been times where I've done this where we've gotten all bronze. Getting a gold is always a nice little win. It shouldn't be expected. In addition, guilds often have certain dungeons that they farm more than others, and you end up having way more tokens for, say, I think Nucero, and more recent times has been a popular one, but in the past, Ossuary was one that we just were flooded with tokens from. And so there was nothing to do with those because you just had more tokens from Ossuary than other dungeons. And then there's also places like the Ocean and Shadowspire Cathedral that drop tokens that aren't required for completing the Tome of Heroism, because the Tome of Heroism was kind of created before either those bosses existed or those bosses dropped tokens. And so those extra tokens that otherwise wouldn't have a use can be used to increase the loot bonus for the Omni, like that. And I believe the max that you can increase the loot bonus for is 50%, but don't hold me to that. So you could use, it looks like, 10 main boss tokens, because main boss tokens give you a 5% bonus, or 20 mini boss tokens, or a combination thereof, if you really want to max out the loot on it. And that explains a little bit about the Tome of Heroism and the Omni boss. The other side of it, summoning it, I'm not going to summon it right now because I don't have a group ready and planned for that. We are planning to do one soon, and I'll probably record that so we can kind of share that with everyone as well. But while we have the links here, a lot of times people ask, where do links come from? So as you can see, one of the ways is from completing a Tome of Heroism, and as I explained, summoning the Omni boss. Other ways for getting chain links are societies. You can get society jobs in Prevalia, and completing these jobs earns you points. So for example, right now I have 179 points in the Order of Armors, and I have 8 jobs that I have yet to have completed. I have until Friday, I think 8 p.m. Eastern time. Although the clocks are about to change, so I don't know. That might change it a bit. But when the jobs change each week, and the bonus engine and everything change each week, new society jobs come up. You can spend those points. There's things like clothing. A lot of people get some really nice outfits from these. And then in addition to that, there's links and there's reforges. um, in general, most people do not recommend spending society points on bronze or silver links because the value of those links compared to a gold mastery chain link is significantly lower. And so the per point value you're getting is much lower. Often, if you really need gold fast, and you don't have the 600 points for a gold link, you're better off selling the Reforge tools. And what a Reforge tool does, since I think I have one here, let me check. A Reforge tool is specific to the type of link. So this is a bronze Reforge tool, which means it can be used on a bronze link. Let me see what I have here. I don't want to like screw this up. Melee swing speed, that's a decent one probably. Healing receives kind of trash. And 0 damage. Another thing to note is that some links, like I think healing received, for example, have the option to be upgraded for free. So healing received can be upgraded from healing received to alchemy, healing, and veterinary skills, +3. If you want to know all the links that can be upgraded for free, you can go to the wiki, like search UO Outlands chain links, and the wiki for mastery chains and the links has a list of all of the links as well as which ones can be upgraded. Also, you can use a Reforge tool, and so the bronze Reforge tool on a bronze link gives you a list of all the links available, and you could change this healing link into any bronze link of your choice for the cost of the Reforge tool. I'm not doing that right now because I don't have any bronze links that I think I currently need, but it's something to be aware of. If for some reason you don't understand what chain links are, chain links go into your mastery chain, you earn them for gold farmed. It starts with I think 250k for the first, and it's incremental of 250k each afterwards. So 250k, 500k, 750, 1 million. And then if you look like I'm up to now or working on my 16th link, because I just got my 15th, it would be 4 million. So it really starts to add up and gets really slow as you get further down the chain. But it also does speed up your farming. And when you have links, you could then say, I know that I need another damage to barded creatures, which I have here. Hooray, I unlocked an achievement. And just because I don't want to forget, I'm going to do this chain also. This one also needs a damage to barded creatures, which I can get right there. So, other places that chain links come from. You have society jobs, which generally aren't recommended for the lower end links, only for the golds, but you have omnis, you have contested bosses. There are trade caravans, which for trade caravans you won't get regular links, but you'll get corrupted links. Corrupted links are kind of like the highest stat bonus of links, but they break after doing a certain amount of damage. And so you generally don't want to use corrupted links on a build that's going to be doing a lot of damage, but on something like, for example, a lockpicker, you can put lockpicking links, corrupted lockpicking links on there, and if you're not doing damage, they could last potentially forever. So where was it? Trade Caravan is a bar that fills up from your guild harvesting ore, leather, and lumber and fish. And when it's full, it's kind of similar to a boss. You pick a difficulty and you summon it. I don't think we're a very big guild, so I'd say unless it's a very small guild, most people probably summon the most difficult one for this, just to get the most out of them. Outside of that, chain links also drop from completing lore tombs. I think that's what it's called. And so lore tombs are, you can find research notes, research materials with a character with 120 cartography, detect hidden, or item ID can be researched and can turn into lore pages. Lore pages, if you get enough to complete a full book, then create a book like one of these, a level 8 map, level 8 treasure map, and a chain link. So you get a chain link when you complete one of these books, as well as a level 8 map. The level 8 maps also drop like typical map loot, as well as another chain link. And the level 8 maps have like you have to summon, basically it's like a mini boss you fight and then have to lockpick the chest afterwards. It's not recommended to do it solo probably, because if you got raided by reds, it would be pretty hard to defend. And since it's a mini boss, it does take longer than your typical treasure map. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else that chain links come from right now. I really should have written this down before I started talking. Give me one moment just to double check, because I know I've written it to my guild plenty of times, so I can find it in here. Here we go. Let me just double check really quick. So just one little detail, mastery chains. The chains that you wear are crafted. They take, I think, 5 MCDs plus some ingots. They have a couple different looks that you can choose from. And then the chain links come from, as I said, completing lore books, completing level 8 maps, contested bosses, completing a Tome of Heroism, completing the Omni boss, and trade caravans can get you corrupted links. And then in addition to that, as I mentioned, society points, but society points generally it's not recommended to get silver or bronze links from them, because you can get them, you can sell your points and then buy links on the market with gold at a better rate than using your points on them. And that hopefully concludes enough details for this video. Have a good day or night.